The Chicago Bears were active once again today with roster cuts due yesterday, and today was the waiver wire deadline, so the Bears were awarded 2 players on the waivers: Khalid Kareem, defensive end from the Colts and the Bengals, and they also claimed safety Quindell Johnson, who was an undrafted free agent from the Rams. The Bears also signed vested veteran Trent Taylor, wide receiver, who will be the starting punt returner for the Bears day one. So 3 new faces in Chicago after trading for offensive lineman Dan Feeney 2 days ago. So 4 new faces in Chicago total. The corresponding moves were that the Chicago Bears released Terrell Lewis to make room for Khalid Kareem, and they released safety AJ Thomas to make room for Quindell Johnson, and to make room for Trent Taylor, the Bears put Tevin Jenkins on injured reserve. So the Bears will be missing out on Tevin Jenkins for the first 4 weeks of the regular season, but the Chicago Bears injury list got a lot shorter today. Today, reporters said during practice, only 4 players did not participate: Jaquan Brisker, Doug Kramer, Tevin Jenkins, and Dylan Cole. Those were the only 4 players who didn't participate. That means everybody else was finally back. That list includes Eddie Jackson, DeMarcus Walker, Chase Claypool, Darnell Wright, Cole Kmet was good, rookie linebacker Noah Sewell, who was hurt during the game, he was fine. It's really good news to hear that the Bears injury list got so much shorter, and the Bears are persistent that everyone should be available for week 1 besides Tevin Jenkins. So people are starting to worry about Jaquan Brisker. I don't think it's worrisome. He should be good to go week 1. So great news to hear that everyone's finally getting healthy and that we're ready to go against the Green Bay Packers. We all know how big of a game that is. But as far as the moves for today, I don't think anybody out of the 2 players that the Bears claimed off of waivers, neither of them are going to be starters or anything. We'll see if they make a big impact week 1. As far as safety, Quindell Johnson, he's a UDFA. He was a rookie, was not drafted. The Rams released him. I do not know much about him, but some people liked his college tape, but as a backup safety, don't expect to see him much this season. Maybe he'll be a key special teamer this year. But the defensive end, Khalil Kareem, lots of Bears fans were upset that the Bears released Terrell Lewis, who was a fan favorite as an edge rusher. The Bears also released Travis Gibson, who cleared waivers, so no team claimed Travis Gibson. But Khalid Kareem was basically the Colts version of Terrell Lewis. Against the Bears in the second preseason game, he had a sack, 2 quarterback pressures, and a bunch of tackles. So he was balling out for the Colts in camp. The Bears saw him up close and personal during the joint practices, so they got to see his work ethic. They got to see how he practiced. I'm not sure why the Colts released him, but it could be the same reason why the Bears released Terrell Lewis. You know, that's just how front offices work sometimes. They don't see guys as full scheme fits, or the guys above them they feel more confident in. And as far as the Bears go, Khalid Kareem can defend the run better than Terrell Lewis. Lots of Bears fans love Terrell Lewis, but the fact of the matter was he was a pure pass rushing edge rusher. So if you're the 4th or 5th string edge rusher, then you kind of want to be able to prove to the team that you can do everything they ask you to do. Terrell Lewis just wasn't that guy. He's a strictly pass rusher. He wasn't a guy to set the edge, and he wasn't a guy to stop the run. Bringing in Khalid Kareem off waivers gives the Bears a guy who is a little bit more versatile, can do a little bit more things. As far as the wide receiver, the Bears signed Trent Taylor. He was not on waiver wire because he was a vested veteran, so he mutually agreed to join the Chicago Bears. Trent Taylor, as Ryan Poles said in his press conference today, is expected to be the day 1 starting punt returner for the Bears. Velus Jones will be the day 1 kick returner. They will do those respectively. Everyone knows that Velus has struggled to field the ball on punt returns. He's fumbled and muffed too many punts, so the Bears definitely needed a punt returner, and they got him. Trent Taylor led the league in punt returns over 20 yards last season. I think he had like 5 punt returns that he ran for over 20 yards. He's not going to be your guy who opposing teams absolutely fear to score. He's not going to be Devin Hester. He's not going to be somebody who's blazing fast, Every single time he gets the ball in his hands, he's a threat to score. That's not him. But what he is reliable. He's going to secure the ball. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to get you 15 to 20 yards every now and then. He's going to consistently get you 10 yards. He is a reliable punt returner, and that's exactly what the Bears need. Maybe he does some plays on offense where he gets some end arounds and maybe some quick screens and some chunk plays every now and then, but I don't expect him to be used in the Bears offense, at least early on. He's going to have to work his way in, but overall, he's brought in to be the day one punt returner for the Chicago Bears. And as far as guys we cut, like I said, Travis Gibson was not claimed, but Kindle Vildor was claimed. I believe Kindle Vildor was one of only 2 Bears who were claimed that were released. Everybody else cleared waivers. Travis Bell, Kendall Williamson, who were both 7th round picks for the Chicago Bears this year, they are now on the practice squad. The Bears kind of waiting to see if Nathan Peterman will come on the practice squad, but he's surfing options elsewhere because I believe he would like to be on the roster. I do need to note this. Ryan Poles said in his press conference he never tried to trade Darnell Mooney, and Travis Gibson did not demand a trade. In the middle of the last preseason game, news broke out that Travis Gibson requested a trade, and the Bears basically said that they would grant him permission to seek a trade. Travis Gibson tweeted out, "For the record, I never requested a trade." Ryan Poles followed up and said Travis Gibson never requested a trade. I don't know who made up that blatant lie. I don't know who made up that rumor. That it's very destructive to some players' careers to make up lies like that, saying that he would demand a trade. But the air has been cleared. Travis Gibson did not want to be traded. He did not ask to leave Chicago. Ryan Poles just said it was not a good scheme fit. He said he felt Travis had his best seasons in a 3-4 defense. Bears have a 4-3 defense. Travis gets a chance to get into a defense that's comfortable for him. And as far as Darnell Mooney goes, basically Brad Spielberg of PFF, who is a salary cap expert, wrote an article saying that Darnell Mooney could potentially be a surprise trade candidate. It was pure speculation. He never said it as if it was a rumor. He never said it as it was anything true. He was just making a personal speculation for his article. Nonetheless, the internet is spread like wildfire, and all of the rumor accounts basically started tweeting out that Darnell Mooney could be available for trade. Ryan Poles literally laughed and said he just has to laugh at it because he never once considered trading Darnell Mooney. Darnell was never going anywhere. I knew it. I tried to tell people, why would the Bears trade him? They have zero incentive to. He's Justin Fields' best friend. He's had a connection with Fields since Fields' rookie year. He's a great blocker, quick, athletic. Like, there's no reason the Bears would ever trade Darnell Mooney just because. So, dead that rumor. The Bears roster is set. We bring in 4 new guys. We cut 3 guys, and we end up putting Tevin Jenkins on injury reserve. Everybody else is getting healthy. Everyone should be ready for week 1. This team wants to beat the Packers. Cole Kmet was interviewed, and he said this is the game of games. These boys are ready. All of the rumors, all of the speculation, all of the hype, all of the trash talk. We are 12 days away from the Bears versus Packers in Soldier Field. I cannot wait. This game cannot come soon enough. So if you haven't followed me already, go ahead and drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know how you guys are feeling. How are you feeling about the roster? How are you feeling about the moves, the guys that we picked up, the guys that we cut? Let me know. Start a conversation in the comment section. If you haven't got your full dose of Bears, click on one of my previous videos, and I'll see y'all there.